You know, nobody talks about how exhausting it is to be a content creator. As someone who's been posting for almost 10 years now, I feel like this video is necessary to make. I've taken a bunch of notes here, and I got some of the notes in my phone, but I'm going to make this a very kinda personal, kinda elaborate video. You know, I'm testing out new content styles because I just get tired of doing the same old thing every single day. So I hope you guys enjoy the video and subscribe and stay tuned for more content from yours truly, Kelvin. So as I go into my handy dandy notebook, honestly though, right here, my first point is the algorithm never sleeps. I don't know if you ever decided to post content or if you are currently posting content, but trying to keep up with the algorithm is like trying to keep up with someone who trains for the mile every single day. And they're setting a pace that's not something you can match because you've just started. Me personally, keeping up with the algorithm is freaking stressful. Sometimes I just say, you know what, I'm gonna go against it. And that tends to never work. Do not go against the algorithm. The algorithm is something that you really have to consider when you're posting these videos. You can't just throw videos out there and try to become your own algorithm. Is it possible? Yes. But it's kind of like trying to get into the NBA. Like it's slim to none when you try to go against the algorithm because the app is made for certain things to work at certain times. So let's say you were an old content creator and you had this type of content that would just blow up every time you posted. And you decided, you know what, I want to take a break. When you come back, don't think that that's still going to be the case. Unless you're just established. If you're established, 1 second. Oh my gosh. Ah, shit. If you're an established content creator, this is totally different, but this is more towards the people who are beginning. Like everyone gets their chance at a blow up video when it comes down to content creation. Like the app wants you to post more, so they're gonna push some of your content. But if you're not meeting that constant change of that algorithm, they will stop pushing that content because you're not trying to get with the program. It's a get in or fit in type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Get right or get left type of thing. Have you ever felt guilty for not creating even when you needed a break? All the freaking time. All the time when I be like, because I think as soon as I stop posting, I'm going to start losing momentum or whatever momentum I do have. Once it's time for me to take a break, it's just going to disappear. That's not always the case. A break is needed. Put yourself before the content. Don't make content more important to you because in the end of the day, if you're not 100% yourself, when it comes down to drop this content, you're not going to want to drop it because guess what? You're going to be tired and your brain is going to be at a point where it's like, I ain't going to lie, man, fucking overloaded. I'm overstimulated and I just need a break because the constant output of ideas, content without no input, your creativity is going to run dry. See, creativity isn't an infinite resource. You don't have unlimited creativity. No one does. There's going to come a time where you're going to have to depend on your surroundings, your people, whether that be people, place, thing. You know, you're going to have to depend on something outside source to provide you more creativity because you done posted so much that you have no more ideas. Creativity works in cycles. So if you're not letting your brain recharge after going on a certain stint of posting with no other input on your creativity, just simply from your brain is going to run out of ideas. It's normal. It happens. Me personally, that's what happened to me with my content. I used to post shower thought content, deep thought content where I walk through a door and say creative things that I just make up in my room. I ran out of things to say, and guess what? People still expected more. I had no more. So I took a break. And guess what happened when I took that break? The algorithm changed on me and my content wasn't what it was no more. But that's fine. Shit happens. Trying to force creativity is like trying to squeeze water out of a dry sponge. It's just not gonna work. I ain't gonna lie. That's a simple analogy, but it hit hard because if you're not refreshing this brain up here and you keep trying to push out these ideas, it's not gonna work. It's just simply not gonna work. Another point that I was gonna add to this video was when you're posting and every video you start to post start to feel like you're starting over from zero. It is a strange state to be in to where you simply don't know what a video is gonna do. And as a content creator, that is not good. You need to know what your videos are gonna do. Even though it's not 100% up to you, but you do have a lot of control on the output of what your video does. Am I saying if one video hit 1 million, you should be able to get 1 million on every single video you post after that? No, but you should have a number in your head of how many views you get a video. Whether that be, don't look at your greatest video, look at the average. You know what I'm saying? What they say, the mean. You know what I'm saying? On some intellectual shit, you feel me? Look at the mean of what all your videos does. Like on average, let's say I'm posting to Snapchat. On average, I'm usually seeing around 15, 20K a post, which is good. Now, every now and then I get the unicorn that's gonna go up to 700,000, 1 million. That happens, but you can't use that video as a standard for yourself now because the bar is too high. You haven't posted enough for you to be like, that's my bar. I've seen people start a page, first video they post 1 million views, second video they post 1,000 views, and now they don't want to post no more. You know how crazy that is? For your first video to hit 1 million and you feel like all your videos should hit 1 million, you just fucking started. Remember that, you just started. You can't just jump off the porch and be like, 1 million views. No, that's not how it works. You gotta build to that. You gotta get to that point. There is a lot that comes into posting videos. Brainstorming, scripts, thumbnails, hooks, titles. It's a lot that's gonna come into you posting that video. But you feeling like, all my videos should do good because I've used the same. No, using the same thing on every video is not necessarily going to work. Because they might not, what you think is working might not be the reason that that video did good. It could possibly be just the topic of that video was the reason that it did good. I know I'm rambling right now, but let's get back on track. A lot of viewers only see the finished product. They don't see all the work that you're putting in behind the scene on these videos. So don't beat yourself up about a video not performing to your expectancy, right? Because you're gonna have to post another video. Remember, you wanted to become a content creator, you have to produce content. You can't dwell on a video you posted 2 days ago because it didn't do what it did and you put all this effort into it. That happens. If you've noticed, a lot of videos that people post that do good aren't necessarily super edited or super well thought out. A lot of the biggest content creators have just got to that point where they're like, well, I'm gonna start really thinking. Most of the big content creators are big because they acted. They didn't sit back and was like, what video should I post? No, they posted, they uploaded a lot of fucking videos. It's rare you see a content creator that's big that has only posted 40 videos, 50 videos. They're in the thousands because they put so much time into their craft that they now can reap the benefits of making all those videos. You don't get better at posting videos by not posting videos. It just don't work like that. So when you're posting, you don't need to feel like, it's a new start. No, just keep posting, keep being positive. Positivity is gonna take you a long way in content creation. That will also slow down that fatigue that you're feeling. If you're just happy to post, you're gonna get more out of posting because now it's not a job. Once you start posting and making it feel like a job, like once you start feeling like you have to post, you're not gonna wanna post anymore because no one likes going to work. So if what you do for fun starts feeling like you're going to work, you need to take a break. Another thing that will have you fatigued, comparison. If you see someone out there posting content and this is consistently doing good and you're sitting back at home, instead of you posting, you're trying to figure out why their videos are doing so good. So you start trying to study their videos and then start comparing them to yours. You're gonna be exhausted because comparison is exhausting. It's gonna make you start putting yourself in a place that you're not even at. Like you're gonna start trying to skip levels because you see somebody else at their level 100 while you're at level 30. You're trying to figure out like, why my stuff ain't doing that good? I've been posting just as long as they have. I feel like I should be doing just as good as them, which is not the case. And that's something I did a lot when I first started. I started off on TikTok. It was me and another guy. We posted damn near the exact same content. Only different was our second character that was in our video said different things. That was it. That was the main difference. He watched my videos, I watched his videos. What worked well in my videos, he used. What worked well in his videos, I used. But then I started to look and I was like, damn, why his videos doing way better than mine? He hit 7 million followers posting the same content as me, and I hit 1 million. Instead of me being overly happy about my 1 million, I started to think, why I ain't get to 7 million? Why I'm not this? Why I'm not that? Which is the worst thing that I ever did. After a while, I got over that because people around me were like, bro, you one of them ones, like, your stuff really, you make really good content. And I'm like, damn, y'all got a point. Because not only was my original content doing good, other content I was creating at that time was also doing good. But I'm not focused on that because I'm too busy looking at what's on somebody else's plate. Can't finish the food on my plate if I'm watching somebody else's plate. And I'm telling you, just stay in your lane. This is your story. Get you one of these. Get you a book, write in your book. This book is about you. This is your life. In this book, you write your story out. You make your story how you want it. If you keep watching other people trying to live the life that they live in, shit's never gonna go right. You're just gonna be, once again, tired. You're gonna need a break because you're like, damn, this shit is getting too hard. And our reality is really not. Like I see people start posting, they start deleting videos. A video don't do good, they take it down. Or they start redoing the same video over and over and over again, trying to make it do good. You don't need to do that neither. Just create what you want to create. Simple as that. If it does good, does good. If it don't, it don't. Oh well. That's just a part of content creation. Once you start focusing on why videos not doing good, and you start really diving in on one specific video, it's gonna block out your creativity. Now you're gonna be so focused on making one video better, you're not gonna have ideas for any other videos. Something I also suffer with. Now, I also did not want to make this some super long, drawn out video. So I'm gonna leave y'all with this quote right here. Let me know what y'all think about it, because this is on some philosophy Kelvin, you know what I'm saying? I wrote this down earlier. The goal isn't to make content forever at the cost of your health. The goal is to build a creative life you actually want to live. Because if creating starts destroying the creator, everyone eventually loses. That's some shit right there. I thought of that. I took my son to daycare. I thought of that on the way back. That's where this sparked from, because I ain't gonna lie. It does get stressful, bro, but that's part of the game. Life is stressful. If life wasn't stressful, this shit would be boring. Like, you just have to keep going. Stop focusing on what everybody else is saying and just go, bro. Just post. I feel like everybody can do this. Anybody. I don't care how many people see this video. I'm just glad that I put the effort that I did into this video, because I don't usually do this. So regardless of the outcome, I'm gonna feel good about what I just posted. And I feel like you should do the same. And if you made it to the end of this video, subscribe to the channel, drop a like, follow me on all my other socials, linked in the description. Yeah, my name Kelvin. As y'all can see, I be struggling with talking because I be so excited and my mind just get to going. Expect more content out of me in the future, you know? Because, I don't know, this is what I do. And this shit fun.